Yes, it was not, let's say, Deborah Aguado, which make the benches. She is from New York, she's Jewish, and she is near on the Jewish, it is not a university, but it is like a library, and so they had books from here, from Stipshausen, from the Jewish people of Stipshausen. And they helped me also a little bit, but let's say the Jewish people, which is on Bad Kreuznach, comes to an opening. But that was not, I don't need the Jewish people to come to look. I need the people from the village. And they was all here, and there was political people also here, and it was in the newspaper. And a lot of American in the meantime was here, José Hess and Michael Good and American and Susan Helmish and all these people. They come here to an exhibition and they all go there and are fascinated and for the idea. Of course. Can you tell me one industry where is not a development in the future? Everything changed. Why the Jewish have not changed? We have such good schools, and but I think it goes more in the direction of art, in my opinion. In my opinion. But the field for new cuttings, and also with the new cuttings, also new jewelry is big. Worldwide, it's very big. And I think if somebody has good ideas with a new form of jewelry and maybe also with a new metal or whatever, maybe also with a synthetic diamond, but not in the same cut. You can also, the diamonds change, but this is only business, you know. We need to interest the people more for cultural things, the young people, and I think, of course, there is better than before. Better than before, because the industry makes, even in the time I'm starting, and today, with money. Huh? That is the main problem. And we was always interesting also to speak with the industry for our new cutting. But from 1970 until today, there is nothing really. There was a little bit here and a little bit Laponia or George Jensen, or now only the Japanese accept for new jewelry. And we have also some clients in Spain, and we are okay. But there is a future. There is a future, because with the stone, you changed also the design of the jewelry. Now in my age, I find out that nobody is learning from the past. As a way we had no war. And to change the people, I think is not possible. If you have a good time, people like it, and they go in holidays, and they can do this, and drive a nice car, and they have a good life. They don't like to be poor again, but to work in a way of creativity is not to make a good life first. You need to work that your ideas get accepted. And maybe if you have enough for your family and you're good, is enough. The money is not interesting for me. I have a nice collection and think about to sell maybe 1 or 2 pieces because Tom makes fantastic sculptures. So that it changed also. They are also different than my sculptures. And so let's see how it comes. I'm optimistic always in the future. Now he is just a wonderful stonecutter. He's just finished. And he's fascinated. That's the most important. And his creativity, what I see, he made his way. I'm really, I'm sure he do it. He do it in a way different than me, different than Tom, different than Jutta. He do it in his own way, and he also is interesting to manage a little bit. It's also a part of, if you can be the biggest artist, if you can speak with people or with clients, it doesn't help. You need to be open and serious and not so loud. But I always say to him, be quiet, look, hear what they say, and he do it. He is fantastic. He works on people, I cannot believe it. On the fair, I know, I was one time with him. He goes to, I cannot believe that he sold one of the most expensive jewelry what they had in Tucson this year. He sold it alone to an older couple. Can you believe this? Yeah, that's fantastic. I think if you are creative enough, you have a future. Creativity is not only what we're doing, it's also your job. If you're creative, you have also a better life. I mean, not everybody has this talent, but I think a lot of people have the talent and they cannot do it because nobody let them do. I'm a Rotarian, and we had just the last 4 weeks we speak about this. And it was with my 80th birthday. They asked to make a speech about my 80th birthday. I was shocked what comes out. Say no, you cannot believe it. Details of my life was in this question inside. And I was thinking a lot about it because it makes you a little bit, your feeling is a little bit, what is coming? Huh? But you and I, the only thing I know, a computer is stupid. You need to feed him. And whatever is coming out, it's only what the computer have written in the newspaper, in the books, and it's always things which he take together with the whole informations. But until now, he is not creative. Maybe, we'll never know, but I don't think that they copy only what somebody has said, or write, or what. That's my idea. After some nights, I was thinking about it, because it is crazy if you read it. Huh? And there was another friend of me, also a Rotarian. He was a tennis player, very good in his life. Huh? And they asked also about him, and only he was a German master, which was not true. But all the other was perfect. Also, sometimes I make a little bit more than is the reality. It's crazy, but we need to learn to work with this. That's the new world. We need to accept and need to look to make it true. What you say? To make it true. This is the important thing. But hopefully we have a lot of meetings together in the next years. Hopefully. You never know.